The 5 lights are out, and the Japanese Grand Prix actually begins this time. Martin just getting a good start on the lead of the race. Some cars falling behind already at the beginning. Lily with a questionable start. Same with the Aston Martin in the back. But this rain is clearly going to ruin so many races as one Sauber already goes wide. V-Carb in the lead, 2 Mercedes behind. So many cars going wide in the first sector. We're going to see a whole lot of front wing losses in this section. Wall taps already being made there at the Sector 2 chicane. The cars are so laggy, everything's laggy. Everyone's going wide on track on the leaderboard, but he's actually in P5 or P6, something like that, and TXH takes the lead again. The 4th driver in ARS history to win on debut is could be on track for back-to-back wins in Saitama as well. Red Bull in a 1-2 position right now. BR Master and TXH in the 1-2. McLaren right behind them, followed by a V-Carb. As we go, yellow flags for Sector 3. Wait, I don't see anything that's happened. These weather conditions are extremely dangerous for any penalty as one of the Red Bulls goes wide off track. Adding another corner cut to the tally before a slowdown. They're so close. They're less than 2 tenths away from each other, very evenly matched. If it stays like this, they're in for a really good Constructors' Championship result and keep a really good lead with the 1-2. Max Verstappen with the fastest lap. Some people already really far behind. There's a huge cluster of people in the back already. All fighting for last place. BR Master goes wide again. I don't know if that's a corner cut or not, but what he's doing looks exactly like a corner cut to me. TXA is starting to get a demanding lead on the 2nd Red Bull. But from his past mistakes, Von and Justin Max Verstappen are gaining on him now. Could see a McLaren and V-Carb getting in the mix of what's supposed to be a Red Bull 1-2 right now.
Fastest lap set by Man, 117.
Sets the fastest lap so far, 17.9. Yeah, TXH getting invalid lap. Same for BR Master. They're struggling to stay within the track limits in these weather conditions in Saitama. It's going to bring them to a slowdown at one point, and we'll get a change in the race leader, either Max Verstappen or Man just. But Man goes wide, almost goes into a spin, but he saves it, keeps the car on track, doesn't lose position. Oh, but I can't say the same for Max Verstappen. He spins it in the gravel patch at Sector 2. He loses out on big positions. So I think 3 people overtaking him from that huge mistake. So many people profiting off of it as well. The Red Bull 1-2 is still the same, but now it's under contention by just one other driver now. We have a 3-way fight for P4, I'm pretty sure. 1 McLaren, 1 Sauber, 1 Mercedes. TXH hits the new fastest lap, 1:16.8. Lots of racing action between everyone, really. There's a fight for any position on track right now, except for the Aston Martin in P13. Master moves up with a broken front wing. That's going to set him behind the competition by a lot. But something must have happened in Sector 2, because while TXH is still leading, the position in P2 might change, because Mon is really close to BR Master right now after what I can only assume is a big mistake from him. Probably oversteer, spin out. Well, not a spin out, he'd lose much more positions, but just some of midfield positions right now, to say the least. Mon supposedly 2 seconds behind BR Master now, starting to lose his traction. The pace is starting to go away as the tires get older and as the race progresses. and as the corner cuts between drivers increase. Okay, but yeah, there's seriously a huge fight in midfield positions right now. All different cars too. It's not complete domination from one either. But right now we do have complete domination from Red Bull. In a 1-2 position right now, on track to stay that way as well. Doesn't look like that's going away. About to be on the 9th lap. 1/3 of the way done. What do the fastest laps look like? BR Master 5/10 off of TXH, our fastest lap. They can get the maximum amount of points possible, P9 and a 3-way fight for P5. But Finn has the advantage in the Sauber, according to the leaderboard, but there's no definite advantage between either of them. They're all super close for now. The final chicane can easily change that, picking up a little bit of sausage curb on Finn's side. Lots of tire smoke from Lily, sending them behind by a little bit for the straight. But for this lap, Finn is going to be the leader of this battle for P9. The rain with no signs of changing, really. Oh, but what's happened here? Because all of a sudden Sweet Jelly is behind both Max Verstappen and Breno. He must have got a slowdown or something, because that didn't just happen magically. But Breno takes a P4, capitalizing off of anyone's mistake, while he remains consistent. Lots of different battles in as short as 14 laps. Red Bull still in their 1-2, and this time BR Master is 6 seconds ahead of Von. Oh, and he's pitting. Von is pitting, I believe. Maybe for a new set of inters. The track must have been drying, because we're starting to see some drivers pit for intermediates, and this can very easily change the positions in the top 5 if they time this wrong. Getting the time right is super important for getting a good position at the end of this. Almost everyone have been in the pits except for the... Wait, no, BR Master is in the podium position. But P1 and P2 are still on wet tires, but was this the right call to make? Is Max Verstappen going to be ahead? But will TXH even decide to pit? He goes into the pit lane for what I can only assume is a new set of intermediates. That's going to very easily ruin his race, as he's definitely out of the fight for the top 5 now. He will get overtaken by Cloud and Lily. Teammate going to pass him soon enough. Yeah, that completely ruined his race. There's no question about that. Only have 6 laps left to go, though.
Sweet Jelly.
Yeah, he just retired. He's leaving his car stationary on the track, and yeah, I don't know why he's doing that. Lead in the Constructors' Championship by a lot. When the team that's closest to them after Australia is only in P5 and P6, and they'll only pick up 18 points, and they'll pick up 44. It's gonna have a huge lead. Oh, I I must have missed something because Mott's actually in P2 now, and he's ruining the Red Bull 1-2 that TXH and Beermaster had set for so long in the race, but Beermaster makes a huge mistake at some point in Sector 2, and the consequence is huge. He will lose out on 3 points that could have been kept by him with no mistake. Only 3/10 away from each other now. This is the first time in a long time Mon has had to lead against Beermaster. Maybe Beermaster can put pressure on him and have him make a mistake out of fear. Oh, that's a big slide from Mon. Could have lost him out on valuable lap time. But Beermaster's too far behind to profit off of it. Mon is still ahead of him in the fight for P2. This corner can easily ruin someone's race if they go too wide into the gravel patch. They keep it clean though in the white lines too. Sudden race-changing event in the favor of Mon is taking.
Fastest lap by THX again.
Yep, TXH has the fastest lap, but Mon takes too much of the curb and he loses out on time, and him and Beermaster are going to be side by side on the final straight with 4 laps remaining in the race. Neither driver can afford any mistake for the rest of the race. There's too little laps left to afford a mistake. The entire race is on a downward slope. And goes too far on the inside, gets a slowdown going into the grass. Cloud and the Ferrari is going to overtake him for P6. It could interrupt Constructors' Championship points, which is what they need when they're dealing with a team like Red Bull. They start to count 6 seconds away from Brennan and Cloud, but Brennan needs to get away with this P6. You can't afford Cloud to take it from him. Final lap's about to start soon as TXH almost finishes Sector 2. There is no contention for any position in the top 5 right now. It's all for the lower positions. Breno's still in the fight between Cloud for P6.
On my screen, it's at least one switchback every corner. So it's a tight fight between Breno and Cloud.
Yeah, it says they're... Okay, well now it just says they're 4/10 behind, which is true. And we entered the last lap of the race with TXH, the race leader, and Beermaster in P2, 16 seconds behind. And Mon 9 seconds behind him. About to finish the second race of the ARS Season 2. TXH, what I can only assume at this rate is back-to-back wins from him. You can just take the rest of the lap super slow. Doesn't need to push at all, but can still do that. He goes into the final chicane of Saitama. Final corner. And it's just a straight line to the finish. He gets the fastest lap again. Back-to-back 26 points. Almost a grand slam between them. He gets back-to-back wins in the first 2 rounds of ARS Season 2. Beermaster right behind him. 16 seconds behind him to take P2, and it's going to be Red Bull's first 1-2 position of the season. 4 points. Very hard-earned 44 points. Absolute domination from them.